Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I think we're having a little bit of technical difficulties this morning. The Wi-Fi in the studio isn't really working. So I'm using my cellular data on my phone. It could be a little spotty here and there. I apologize. I don't know how to fix that. I just know that the Wi-Fi in here is not working at the moment. So bear with me. It's Wednesday, hump day. Wu-Tang is for the children. Wu-Tang Clan, anyone? Let's get moving, let's get started. I don't know about you, but I did not want to get up this morning. So that tells me I need to get my energy moving. Let's get physical. Sorry. Let's start our flow, our practice. We'll see if we can get our energy flowing once again, using our breath to heat ourselves up from the inside out, since we don't have the benefit of the hot room at the moment. Hope you guys are all well. Let's get started, shall we? First thing we're going to do is find a nice quiet place on our mat. I love the top of my mat, I just do. But you can stand in the middle like a surfboard if you want, or sit down like you're Aladdin, Jasmine. I can show you the world. I think we're going to get started right here. Thunderbolt pose. You want your knees together, heels together. If this is at all painful for you, you can place a block or a couch pillow or a towel right in between your calves and your glutes. You're just going to stretch out those quads, find a nice comfy spot on the mat. We're going to bring our hands to the tops of our thighs. Palms are up for receiving, palms are down for grounding. You want to make sure you're not hunched over and pushing those shoulders forward. I think Julie calls it trucker's pose. You want to be up nice and tall, shine the heart forward, draw the shoulders back, drop them down. Close your eyes here and start to breathe from your nostrils, deep inhales and exhales through the nostrils. Once again, for anyone that's just joining me for the first time, you want to really focus on the inhale, pressing the belly button away from the spine, filling that diaphragm with air, and on the exhale, pulling everything back in. Your mouth is closed, but you're making an HA sound in the back of the throat on the exhale, channeling your inner Darth Vader. Luke, I am your father. Take just a moment here, slow your breathing, slow your heart rate. Set an intention for your practice this morning, your personal wish, your personal prayer, whomever, wherever, whatever. You want to dedicate your energy to that intention. Slowly bring your hands to heart center, palms touching, Anjali Mudra. Thumbs in towards the heart. Rub the palms together to magnetize the energy in your body. Slowly begin to open your eyes. On your next inhale, bring your arms and eye gaze up overhead. Exhale into cactus arms. Cactus arms are going to bring your elbows in line with your shoulders. Lift your heart, open your throat, bring your eye gaze as far back as you can. Inhale the arms back up. And exhale, bring the hands down to the mat, lower the forehead. Child's pose. I like my hands back by my feet so I can let my elbows hang towards the mat. You don't have to do it this way if you don't want. You can keep your hands right here. If your forehead doesn't touch the floor, again, you can bring that couch pillow. If you have a block, you can put a block right underneath your forehead or the couch pillow. And you're just going to rest your head here. After a couple of breaths, you're going to bring your hands back right underneath where your shoulders are. Press your fingertips into the mat and unroll your spine nice and slow. No rush, no hurry. Hands come back to heart center. Inhale it up. Exhale, slight back bend. Cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Now you're going to use your right hand to grab your left wrist. Press your left palm as high as you can up towards the sky. As you exhale, you're just going to pull that left hand over towards the right side of your mat. Keep your chin lifted. Biceps by the ears. Inhale back to center. Switch the grip. Exhale down to the left. Inhale center. Switch the grip. Exhale to the right. Back to center. Switch the grip. Exhale to the left. From here, you're going to inhale back to center. Bring your hands down to your lower back. Fingertips face up. Shine the heart forward. Lift the heart, lift the eye gaze. Opening up the shoulders, the chest, the throat. Inhale the eye gaze back to center. Drop your hands down to the mat. Tuck your toes. And we're just going to roll on over to the balls of our feet. Chin comes into the chest, forehead reaches for the knees. As you inhale, you're going to lift your hips away from your heels. Allow your heels to fall naturally to the mat. Shake your head out, no thank you. Nod it, yes please. Keep that slight bend in your knees here. We're not quite waking up our lower back and hamstrings yet. So make sure you keep that bend in the knees. If you can, bring your fingertips down to the mat. Make sure your head is hanging loose. Well, what if I'm not able to touch my fingertips to the mat? You can bring your hands to the front of your shins. You can grab opposite elbows here. And just work on pressing your belly button to the tops of your thighs. But keep that bend in the knees. If you are able to touch your fingertips down to the mat, keep them down that way. On your next inhale, you're going to roll it up nice and slow. No rush, no hurry. Hands come through heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curl into a nice tight ball. Eye gaze lifts, walk the hands forward. Tabletop position. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. As you inhale, you're going to drop your belly, lift your eye gaze, lift your tailbone into cow pose. Feel free to moo. Mooing is fun. It means you're breathing. As you exhale, you're going to round and curl your spine, tuck your hips forward, let your head hang in between your shoulders. Round, 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 round. Feel free to hiss. Means you're breathing. Bring it back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Press the heels towards the mat. Down dog. Walking your dog out, pressing your right heel into the mat. Bending your left knee. Switch it up. As you inhale, roll yourself forward to plank. Exhale, push it back, down dog. Inhale, roll it forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, draw the elbows into the rib cage, lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, push it up. Baby cobra or up dog. Bend the knees, push the glutes back to the heels, drop the forehead, 2 breaths. Walk the hands back towards the knees, Tuck the toes behind you, roll onto the balls of the feet, ball pose. Inhale the hips away from the heels. Allow the heels to fall naturally to the mat. Shake out the head, no thank you. Nod it, yes please. As you inhale, roll yourself up nice and slow. No rush, no hurry. Hands come through heart center. Exhale, slight back bend. Squeeze the glutes, protect the lower back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curl into that ball. Eye gaze lifts, walk it forward, drop the knees. Tabletop position. Inhale to cow. Sorry, this is cow. Moo. Exhale into cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Moo. Exhale into cat. Meow. Meow. Bring it back to a neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Push it back. Down dog. Walk your dog out. We have cows. We have cats. We have dogs. We have pigeons. It's like a zoo up in here. Oh, yeah. Don't forget about our werewolves. Don't forget about our monkeys. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, push it back. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Drop down to the knees. Bring the heels towards the glutes. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, come down halfway. Inhale up. Exhale halfway. Inhale up. Exhale, push it all the way back. Glutes to heels, forehead to the mat. 2 breaths. Walk the hands back towards the knees, tuck the toes, roll it over. Ball pose. Inhale the hips, allow the heels to fall naturally. Exhale, sink a little deeper into your forward fold. Inhale, roll it up. Hands through heart center. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, curl into a ball. Walk it forward, tabletop position. Inhale into cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, push it back. Down dog. Inhale into plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, up and through. Up dog. Tuck the toes, push it back. Down dog. Come up nice and high on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. Coming back into your tabletop position. Bring the knees together and drop it down to the elbows. Let the head hang. We're going to come into puppy pose, which is just like down dog, only it's not. You're going to be on your elbows. You're going to start to walk your hands forward on your mat. You're going to try to press your chest down towards the mat. This is going to open up the shoulders, the lower back. If your chest doesn't reach yet, you can put a block underneath your belly, underneath your chest. If your chest does get all the way down to the mat, remember, palms are down. Try to drop your chin to the mat. Glutes stay up nice and high. Just breathe here. Once again, we're opening up the shoulders here. You're going to feel this one in the shoulders. If you can, bring your chin down to the mat. Bring the eye gaze towards the top of your mat, if that's possible. If not, stay where you are. Maybe this isn't very comfortable for you. You can always come back to here and just let your head hang. But if you really want a nice shoulder stretch, reach those arms as far forward as you can. Allow yourself to melt a little closer to the mat. Holy shoulders, Batman. Slowly begin to walk it back, coming back up into your tabletop position. Separate the knees about hips width distance. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale to your neutral spine, tuck the toes, push it back. Downward facing doggy. Ground down through that left foot. Inhale the right leg behind you, three-legged down dog. You want to flex your right toes back towards your face. Keep your hips square. I tend to lift my right hip, so I've really got to work on pulling that right hip square with the mat. As you do that, you're going to feel a really wicked awesome stretch back through the backside of the left leg. Hold this here. Take a nice deep inhale. Really press that heel back. Exhale, drop the right foot down. Inhale, left leg up. Once again, work on keeping that left hip square with the mat. Just breathing. From here, you're going to point that left toe. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, bring the left leg through into lunge. Dropping down towards the right knee and untucking the right toes. Inhale the arms up to crescent. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. Shift weight back towards the right knee. And flex the left toes back towards your face. Again, you're on your fingertips here, but what if your fingertips don't touch? Grab a couple of books, if you don't have blocks, and just bring the floor a little higher towards you. It's not your fault, it's the floor's fault. Should have been higher. Once that hamstring starts opening up, you might be able to get a little deeper. Maybe you can get rid of those blocks you're using. I mean books, because you're at home. And you want to work on pressing your belly button towards the top of that left thigh. Don't worry so much about touching your forehead to your shin or your knee. Press the belly button to the thigh. That's going to open up all the muscles that need to be opened up. Eventually, you'll just be there. And all you'll do is drop your head and like, oh, hey, what's up, knee? There you are. Gently shift weight forward towards the left foot. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right knee off the mat. Inhale the arms up to a crescent lunge. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Left leg comes back. Down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. And when you're here, make sure you're not sinking into your shoulders, wearing your shoulders as earrings. You want shoulders back and down, heart shining forward. If you can, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift your hips up off the mat. Tuck your toes. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, push it back. Down dog, grounding down through that left heel. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, pull it through. Lunge. Drop down to the left knee. Untuck the left toes. Inhale the arms up to crescent. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down. If you need them, grab the books and shift weight back to that left knee, straightening out the right knee. Flexing the right toes back towards the face. Keep your hips square. Opening up those hamstrings. Once again, we're pressing the belly button towards the top of the right thigh. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. Really reach the crown of the head for the front of your mat. As you exhale, melt the belly button a little closer to the thigh. Use your breath to create a deeper stretch. Gently shift weight forward to the right foot. Tuck your left toes behind you. Lift your left knee. Inhale the arms up to crescent. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Right leg comes back. Down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up and through. Exhale, down dog. Slowly begin to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Forward fold. Shake out the head. No, thank you. Nod it. Yes, please. Put a slight bend in the knees. As you inhale, come up, reverse swan dive. Nice flat back. Exhale, slight back bend. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, the hands down behind you. Fingertips face up. Heart and eye gaze lift. Once again, my hands are on my lower back. Fingertips are facing upward. Pulling the elbows back towards one another and lifting the heart is going to give you a nice shoulder stretch. As you inhale, bring the eye gaze forward. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Release the hands on either side of the hips. Shake out the head. No, thank you. Nod it. Yes, please. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down behind you. Interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms, squeeze the shoulder blades. If that's not available to you, you can grab a towel or a strap, and you're just gonna hold your hands as close together as possible. And once you got those hands together, as close together as possible, you're just gonna squeeze the shoulder blades, kind of lift the hands behind you. Really get the stretch in the shoulders here. If you can interlace your fingers and squeeze your palms together, awesome. If not, you're right here and the eye gaze is just coming straight up. Squeeze the glutes to protect the lower back, and we're taking 3 breaths here. Good. Bring the eye gaze forward. Release whichever grip you've chosen there. And into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. Exhale, slight back bend. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, the hands down behind you. So you can either do this one. You can do this one. If it's available to you, you can come into reverse prayer. The reason we're giving you options is because with each different grip, you open up different parts of the shoulder. You're going to tuck the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, bring the eye gaze up, open up the throat. Again, you can do whichever grip you've chosen, hands on the lower back, interlacing the fingers or pulling on that towel, or reverse prayer. As you inhale, bring the eye gaze forward. Release your grip. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Opening up the hamstrings and the glutes If you have books or blocks, you may want to bring them right now to place them underneath your hands. If you can, you want a nice flat palm onto the block or book or the floor. You're going to ground down through your left foot. You're going to inhale the right leg straight back behind you. Once again, square hips. Don't open up that right hip. We're going to keep that right hip pointer looking at the mat. I like to flex my right toes back towards my face because it helps me keep my hips square. You can point if you want. You can have it hang loose. You're looking for the stretch in the standing leg. You're not going to find it if that hip is open, so really work on bringing that hip down. When you bring that hip down, you're going to start to feel that stretch in the standing leg. 2 more breaths here. As you lower the right foot, drop it behind the left foot, coming into a twisted forward fold. Right foot behind the left. Okay? This is a great stretch for your IT band, your iliotibial band. Again, if you need to, use books or blocks. Whatever you need to bring the mat up a little closer to you, use it. You want to be able to rest your fingertips. Some people like to do fists. You just want to be able to allow your torso to rest on something while you're looking for the stretch on the outside of the right hip right now. Your IT band starts at the bottom, the base of your spine, wraps all the way around your hip to the front and connects on top of your quad. So you really want to create that nice stretch here. Ground down through the left foot, inhale the right leg up. Exhale, drop it down, forward fold. Slight bend in the knees, inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down through the right foot. Lift that left leg straight back behind you. You're looking for a 90-degree angle with your legs if you can. And again, if that hip is open, the left hip, work on pulling it down so you can find the stretch in the back of the right leg. I like to flex my left toes back towards my face. It helps me keep that 90 degrees. 2 more breaths. On this last exhale, drop the left foot behind the right foot, twisted forward fold. Maybe you're shaking the head out, no thank you. Maybe you're nodding it, yes please. Maybe you're thinking of your favorite Wu-Tang Clan song. It's possible. I mean, I do that at least 20 times a day. And it changes depending on my mood. Getting that nice IT band stretch here. Ground down through the right foot. As you inhale, lift the left leg behind you. Exhale, drop it down. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Curl into that nice tight ball. Chin into the chest. Forehead for the knees. Eye gazes up. Separate the knees. Press the heels together. I've got sweat dripping down my nose, and it's awesome, it's awesome, it's awesome. All right, here we go. So I've got my heels pressed together. I have my bunions pressed together. And I've just got my knees open to either side of my mat. You're welcome to stay right here. You can make fists. You can make funny faces. I always like to do cool different breaths, right? Part of yoga is learning how to breathe, learning how to control your breath, and learning how to use your breath to create calm, to create energy. Depending on what you need, the breath changes. One of the things I like to do is a lion breath, where you stick your tongue out and you roar. That is an actual yoga pose. It's not for your teacher's amusement, I assure you, although most of the time we are amused. So if you want to, you can inhale. As you exhale, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, and roar. Inhale. Exhale, roar. Now you can walk your hands a little further forward. That's going to get deeper into the hip stretch. Keep your fingertips pressed into the floor. Keep the knees open to either side. And really work on opening those hips. If you're into binds, you can come into this bind here where you keep your elbows in front of your knees, but reach underneath your leg, your shin, and grab your corresponding heels. And just float there. You can put a pillow underneath your face in case you're afraid of falling forward. Work on balance. And finally, if you want to, you can do your best to stack your shoulders above your hips, bring your hands to heart center, and that's balance also. Bring the knees together. Inhale the hips away from the heels. Oh man, that feels good. Cha-cha those legs out a little bit. Good, awesome. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Last one, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Ground down through the left foot. Step back with the right foot into lunge. Inhale the arms up to crescent. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. You're going to scoot that right leg in about a foot, 10 inches, más o menos, right? Come up nice and high on the right ball of the foot and drop the right knee 6 to 8 inches behind the right heel. Untuck the right toes. Press the entire right shin into the mat for balance and bring your hands to your heart center. It's hard to balance here, huh? Inhale the arms up. As you exhale, you're going to tuck your chin into your chest, round and curl your spine, and bring your forehead to the top of your left knee. Now, you can keep your hands in prayer right in front of the left foot. You can separate your hands on either side of the left foot for stability. Or you can bring your hands back by your hips. I like my palms up for receiving. Receiving what? That's up to you. What are you manifesting? Health, joy, prosperity, love. That's on you. You're going to bring your hands down to either side of that left foot. Tuck your right toes behind you. Release your forehead from your left knee. And you're going to lift that right knee off of the mat. When you press your right heel into the mat, you want your right toes out at a 45-degree angle because that's going to allow you to pull your right hip forward. From here, you're going to bring your hands to your hips, and with a nice flat spine and a slight bend in that front knee, come all the way up. Again, left toes are facing forward, right toes are back at a 45-degree angle, but my heels are in one line. My hips are square. My hands are going to come to my heart center. I'm going to take a nice deep inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands open like angel wings and hinge forward from the hips until I'm at a nice right angle. My eye gaze is straight down from the tip of my nose. Right here, you're going to feel a nice deep stretch in that left hamstring. And if you'd like, you can bring your right hand towards your left foot. If it's available to you or you have that book or block, you can bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot. You don't want to put any pressure on your shin, so don't rest it on your shin. If you can put it on your foot, great. If you can bring it to the mat or floor, awesome. And work on stacking your left shoulder on top of your right. Oh man, I hate this posture. That's how I know I need it. If you can stack your left shoulder on top of your right, you can lift that left shoulder up. Oh, this is a revolving triangle. Man, do I hate revolving triangle. Like with a passion. And we're breathing. Go ahead and bring that left hand down. Right hand on the inside of the left foot. Bend your left knee, press your right heel into the mat, engage your right quad, tuck your chin into your chest, reach your forehead for your left knee. Release your forehead from your left knee. Bring the weight forward towards your left foot. Lift that right leg up as high as you can. Standing splits. As you exhale, slowly lower. Square the hip with your mat, your right hip with your mat, and drop your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grounding down through the right foot, step back with the left foot. Lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Scoot that left foot in about 10 inches. Drop the left heel, left toes are out at a 45-degree angle. Actually, no. What we need to do is keep our feet straight. Come up nice and high on that left ball of the foot. Drop down to the left knee, 6 to 8 inches behind the right heel. So you want your right heel and your left knee in one line. Untuck the left toes and press the whole left shin into the mat for balance. Bring your hands to your heart center. Balance here. Tucking the hips forward. Take a nice deep inhaling breath. Lengthen through the spine. Arms come up overhead into prayer. As you exhale, round and curl. Forehead to right knee. Once again, hands can remain in prayer in front of that right foot. You can separate them for stability on either side of the right foot, or bring the hands back by the hips, palms up for receiving, while rounding and curling your spine and reaching your forehead for your right knee. I'm not reaching all the way because if I do, I might swallow my microphone. You really want to focus on rounding out your shoulders here and pressing your heart out of your back. Engage the core, tuck in the hips forward. Release your forehead from your right knee. Hands on either side of the right foot. Tuck the left toes. Lift the left knee. Now we're going to place our left heel down into the mat with our left toes out at a 45-degree angle. Bring our hands to our hips. Keep a nice slight bend in this right knee and lift with a nice flat spine. Good. Once again, right toes face forward, left toes out at a 45-degree angle. You don't want to lock that front knee out, but you do want it straight. You want your hips nice and square with the front of your mat. Hands come to heart center. Deep inhale. Exhale, open it up. Hinge forward from the hips. Stop when your face is parallel with the floor. From here, you can bring your left hand to the top of the right foot and work on stacking the right shoulders on top of the left. You can bring your left hand to the outside of the right foot. You can use a block or a book if that is the case. If you can get the right shoulder stacked on top of the left, feel free to lift that right arm up, revolving triangle. Bring that right hand down. Bring the left hand inside of the left foot. From here, the left hand inside of the right foot. From here, you're going to bring your weight forward to your right foot. Inhale the left leg up nice and high. Standing splits. Exhale, lower that left foot to meet the right. Square the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Sit it all the way down onto your mat. Getting into the hips here. I'll face you guys. You're going to bring your left heel in towards your right glute. And you're going to bring your right knee up and squeeze it. Interlace your fingers. Bring that right knee nice and high into the chest and just hold it here. You're holding, you're holding, you're holding. You're going to keep your right hand in front of your right knee. You're going to use your left hand and you're going to make little circles forward with that right foot. Little circles in towards you. Now, if you can, you're going to bring that right foot into your left elbow crease. What if you can't? Well, that's what God invented towels for. Hello. Right here. You just hold it right here. As nice and high as you can. You're looking for a stretch in that right hip. You're looking for a stretch in the right knee. If you can bring that right foot into the left elbow crease, see if you can wrap your right elbow around your right knee and interlace your fingers. Cradle your baby right here. Again, use a towel, guys. That's what they're for. What if my hands are far apart? Well, just use a towel. You're good to go. You're looking for that stretch once again in that right glute. It's getting into the right hip, right knee. Good. From here, you're just going to release that right foot and bring it down towards the left hip. Sit up nice and tall. This is your half lotus posture. Your knee may be all the way up here, and that's okay. You're working on getting your knee, your right knee, to come all the way down to that left foot. I'm not there yet. I mean, it's not easy. If it were, everyone would be doing it. You guys are rock stars. Never forget that. If you want to get a deeper stretch, bring your left hand back behind you. Use your right hand to just give that right knee a gentle push. Discomfort? Yes. Pain? Not so much, guys. Don't cause yourself pain. That's not what yoga is. Yoga is not about pain. It's about being comfortable in the discomfortable. Discomfortable. I love that word. Sitting back up nice and tall, once again, you can hinge forward from the hips. You can bring a block, a pillow, a book down. I mean, the possibilities, right? Gently lift the torso back up. Bring one hand to your belly button and one hand to your heart center. Take 5 slow, controlled breaths. Try to inhale to the count of 5. Hold it at the top and exhale to the count of 5. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good. Bring that right knee down, or up rather, right foot down. Left leg comes out. Give them a nice big hug. Lifting the eye gaze, bringing the right foot behind the left glute, interlace the fingers below the left knee. Give that left knee a nice squeeze. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I'm talking to you. Yes, you. I really like your yoga pants. They are fly. Fly, I tell you. Yes. I know, I agree. All right. Now we're going to reach down for this left foot, and if we can, we're going to place it into our right elbow crease. If not, we're going to grab that towel next to us, and we're just going to pull it up nice and tight towards our heart. Although I feel like if you're here is not far away. If you can, you're going to bring that left elbow around the left knee and interlace your fingers, rock your baby. You know what we forgot to do? Let's row our boat first, shall we? Let's row that left foot forward. Let's row it inwards. Every time I do this, I hear snap, crackle, and pop inside my knee. The guys from the Rice Krispies box, they live in my knees. That's where they live. Now we can wrap. We can give that left knee a nice big squeeze. Mwah, I love you. I love you, left toes. Mwah, mwah. Give yourself a nice rock here. Once again, getting into that left hip, left glutes, left knee. When you're ready, you're going to pull that left foot down towards the right hip, coming into your half lotus pose, sitting up nice and tall. Here we are. Once again, I'm still got some room here. My left knee isn't quite where it needs to be, which is resting on top of my right foot. But that's okay. I'm going to bring my right hand behind my right hip, use my left hand to just give my left knee a gentle push. Sit up nice and tall, hinge forward from the hips, bring your hands, your head down to a block or a book. Good, we're going to bring it up, sit up nice and tall, one hand on our belly, one hand on our heart. 5 deep inhales. Start your inhale to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Gently bring the left foot down to the floor mat. Right foot comes out. Nice big hug. Eye gaze lifts. You're going to bring your hands back behind you. Fingertips are going to face forward. You're going to separate your knees a little wider than hips distance. And you're just going to drop both knees down to the left side. Bring it back to center. Drop both knees down to the right. Bring it back to center. Drop both knees down to the left. And if you can, bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. You want your right leg, your right knee to create a right angle. So if you need to move your right foot forward a little bit to create that, please do so. From here, you can drop down to the elbows if you'd like. You can drop all the way down to the back. You're stretching, once again, the outside of the right hip. So all this part here. Walk it back up. If you've got that left ankle on top of the right knee, let it drop back down. Switch sides. Once again, you want that left knee making a right angle. Bring that right ankle on top of the left knee. You can stay right here. You don't have to do anything else. This right here is an awesome stretch for you. If you want to, you can walk it down. Usually when I lay back towards where my mic little power pack is, it gets all jumbly. Like that. Holding it right here. Good, we're gonna walk it back up. Let that right foot off of the left knee. Bring both knees to center. Give them a nice big squeeze. Eye gaze lifts. You're going to bring both hands under both knees, coming into Navasana or boat pose. This is your low boat. I like to show you from the side because you want to make sure that when you're here, you're not sinking into the hips, you're not sinking into the shoulders or lower back. Shoulders are back, heart shines forward, and you have a nice, straight, long spine. If you'd like to, you can straighten those knees out. You can bring the hands to the side. Bring it back in, give it a nice big squeeze. Navasana, once again, low boat here. Heart shines forward, shoulders are back, nice straight lines. Level 2 right here. Level 3, hold it. Back into level 2, level 1. Drop it down. Bring both feet forward. Hands behind you, fingertips face forward. From here, you're going to press your palms into the mat, lift your heart, let your eye gaze roll back. Nice deep shoulder stretch. Right now, my legs are strong, but they're not engaged really. I just have nice, they're not relaxed. I'm keeping my feet together. Legs are strong, but I'm not engaging anything. Right now, I'm focusing on the shoulder stretch. Eye gaze comes forward, sit up nice and tall. Hands come to heart center, deep inhale. Exhale, reach for those toes. If you can touch them, great. If not, bring your hands to the front of your shin. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, press your belly button to the top of your thighs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the belly button. Walk the hands forward if you can. Sit it back up. Good. This time you're going to bend your knees. Bring your soles of your feet together. Knees open up to the side. Hands behind you, fingertips face forward. Press into the palms, lift the heart, lift the eye gaze. If you can, roll that eye gaze all the way back. Nice deep shoulder stretch once again. You're welcome to stay right here. You can drop down to the elbows here. You want your palms down right underneath your hips. Take a nice deep inhaling breath. Breath of fire. Shh, 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 knees together, eye gaze forward, walk it back up, stretch out the legs, hands to heart center. Deep inhale, exhale, hinge it forward. Stopping wherever's comfortable for you to stop. Lengthen through the spine on the inhale. Press the belly button to the thighs on the exhale. Good, bring it back to seated. Bend your knees, hips width distance apart. Hands behind you, fingertips face forward. This time we're going to press into the mat with our palms and the soles of our feet. And as you inhale, you're going to lift your hips up off of the mat. Eye gaze lifts. You want it straight up from your eye gaze to the ceiling. You don't want to let it hang back right here. You want a nice, strong middle. So if you start to feel your hips dip, no dips today. We've got those hips pressed up nice and strong. Hold it here. We're breathing. We're not clenching our jaw. Stick your tongue out if you need to. Tasmanian devil if you have to. Yeah, Tasmanian devil. That's the sound he makes. Keep those hips up. Hold it here. Feel it in your shoulders. You feel it in your glutes. You feel it in your thighs. Engage that core. And take a nice deep inhale. Lift the hips once again. Exhale, lower it down. Stretch those feet forward. Sit up nice and tall. Hands to heart center. Oh, yeah. Inhale it up. Exhale forward. You guys are doing amazing. I can tell because I can see you. And finally, we're going to lay it back. Bring our feet straight up above us. Let me take my little microphone thing off so it doesn't make weird noises. Now from here, make sure I'm on my mat. I want you to bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, release your thumb and index finger. Charlie's Angels Mudra. As you inhale, you're going to lengthen, bring the arms up overhead. As you exhale, you're going to drop your left foot and shoot on the right side of your right leg. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Shoot inside of your right leg. Lengthen, bring that left leg up. Exhale, shoot over to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Shoot in the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Left leg down, shoot to the right side. Lengthen. Notice my left foot's not on the mat. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the left side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the right side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the left side. Inhale. Exhale to the middle. Inhale, lengthen. One more. Each side. Right side. Middle. Good. Bring both legs up. Bend both knees, reach your arms on the inside, elbows on the inside of the knees, grab the outsides of the feet for happy baby. And this is where we're going to end today, guys, because it's been 60 minutes. Stay in your happy baby. Maybe release your happy baby after a good 12 breaths. Come into Shavasana and do your best to stay in Shavasana for 5 minutes, if you can. I want to thank you all for allowing me to guide you this morning and for having fun with me. I hope you laughed. I hope you breathed. I hope you got some good stretches in. I wish you all peace, prosperity, joy, most of all health. You have all of my love, all of my honor, and all of my respect from my heart to yours. Namaste. Have a wonderful day, everyone.